Did you know that flowers owe their existence to insects? The fact is, insects have been around for a long, long time. Dragonflies and mayflies. Even our good friends, the cockroaches. They go back to the coal swamps about 100 million years before dinosaurs even appeared. But insects weren't part of the bigger pollination picture. You see, for centuries, plants were fertilized by either wind or water. But in the Cretaceous period, they discovered another way. You see, plants have always had to put up with insects feeding off of them. But in the fullness of evolutionary time, it became apparent that these same insects could carry vital pollen from one plant to another as well. So, the plants started to reward the insects for visiting in the form of nectar, and to compete with each other in attracting these same insects in the form of color, creating flowers. The more flowers, the more insects. The more insects, the more flowers. One of the most beautiful examples of coevolution you could ever see. So now, new types of insects are coming into being because of all the flowers, like bees and wasps, moths, butterflies, a miracle of natural engineering perfectly evolved to feed on floral rewards. Well, maybe not all of them are perfect. So, that's all flowers are, really. A beautiful example of reproductive display. Animals had them too. And dinosaurs had them in a big way. With a massive head and the safety of herds, what on earth could predators king-size herbivores. Well, when dealing with king-sized herbivores, you have to expect a bit of king-size poo. The fact is, hundreds of tons of dinosaur dung are dropped and scattered each year. Well, now this pile of number 2s is pretty important to one creature, an insect, the dung beetle. Oh, he's in there, eating away, just as he will be millions of years from now in the 21st century. Survival based on, well, you get my point. Recycling. Every little bit helps. Is everything in the garden lovely? I'm afraid not. Time slips by. We are at the end of the Cretaceous period. The Earth is forever on the move. India piles into Asia, and the collision throws up masses of volcanoes. Sulfurous plumes of smoke and ash are drifting from their peaks. Centuries. They've spewed their gases and poisoned the earth. Temperatures have risen. There's acid rain, so some of the more delicate plants are already starting